Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
Time flies when you're having fun, baby.
Absolutely. Let's celebrate.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
1 year. Can you believe it?
Oh, I can't, but I love it.
Episode 52.
52. Woohoo! 1 year, everybody.
Wow, man.
Love it.
Well, hope everybody's happy.
Let's pop a cork.
Raise a glass.
Cheers.
It's the Riveted
with Chris and Gina.
How about it?
1 year, Chris. And here we are.
Episode 52. It is a 1 year anniversary for the Riveted with Chris and Gina, everybody. And we're happy you're with us.
We still have a listener, Chris.
Yeah.
We do.
We do.
We don't know who that listener is, but we have a listener.
We have a listener. You're listening. We hope you're listening, and we hope you've been having fun this past year. This episode is to celebrate that we created this podcast and also have been putting out an episode every week consistently for 1 year.
Oh, we did that together. Do it again. Consistently.
How about that?
We haven't missed a week.
Yeah. We launched our first episode August 15th last year.
Yes, 1 year ago this Thursday.
Correct. Yeah.
Today.
We wanted to record this episode 52 as close to the anniversary as we could. So this is fresh, hot off the mic.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Woo, it's getting hot in here.
So,
I don't need to sing, right?
So everybody, we thought we would give
Let's kind of give a recap.
A fun little episode, recap of the year. We're going to talk a little bit about...
surely no one missed any episodes, right?
I'm sure everybody did their homework.
Yeah.
They're all caught up.
Yeah. Let's hope.
What we thought would be cool is for the loyal listeners that have listened to the episodes, we've got some stats we want to share with you. And then possibly for people that may have just found us recently or maybe have listened to some episodes and really are enjoying it, but haven't listened to the whole catalog.
Yeah, like they haven't backtracked a little bit and kind of figured it all out.
We thought we would do a quick little
teaser,
rapid fire teaser of what we have done the past year.
Yeah. Rapid fire? You know, we've tried this rapid fire thing before.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But
that's life.
It'll be fun. We talked about it and we're like, if somebody's only listened to episode 38 and 41 and 7, then there's a lot of other stuff that we did that is awesome that
they've missed.
Yeah, and I just randomly gave those numbers.
I was sitting there, how did you get those numbers?
What
if they only listened to episode 1, episode 52?
That could be the case too. So we want to share some cool stats with you, then talk a little bit about the episodes quickly, and then talk about the future going into next year and that kind of stuff. So hold on tight. So
what he's trying to say is turn the volume up, grab your drink of choice, and let's celebrate together this 1 year of Airstream stories.
Yeah, for sure. Now, if you're driving down the road listening to this
don't
podcast, towing your Airstream on your way to your next epic adventure, then don't grab your drink of choice.
It can be water.
Well, of course.
Yeah, it could be soda. Some people drink soda. Some people drink tea.
I would love to know.
Coffee.
I would love to know, how many people listen driving down the road? How many people listen on a walk? How many people listen?
Oh, we should do a survey.
Sitting on the couch in their Airstream, doing their morning coffee. Where are we? Yeah. Where are they when we are with them and they're listening to us?
Oh,
that would be cool to know.
Oh, we're like the fly on the wall when they're listening to us, right?
We could be.
They could be anywhere.
You think anybody's listening to us while they're on
Stop. Stop.
Okay.
Let's not go there.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so Gina, you prepared these stats. You did an amazing job. All of this information is your handiwork. So
I'm sure it's completely and utterly wrong.
No, it's not. We double checked it for potential accuracy. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start? Okay,
sure.
You start.
Okay, I'd like to start off with how many actual guests we've had on our episodes. So this episode today is number 52. So going from here backwards, we have had 43 guests on our episodes.
43 guest episodes, like,
yes.
Yeah, different. Yeah. Out of the 52.
Out of the 52, we have had 43
That's awesome.
guest episodes.
And that's very consistent and awesome stat for the goal and the mission of our podcast, which was to allow other Airstreamers to share their amazing experiences and stories and use our podcast as a platform to do that, because everybody has an awesome story and we want it to be about the whole Airstream community, not just about Gina
and how it's enhanced their lives. That's like our whole thing.
For sure.
And the reason why it's not, all 52 episodes, of course, is because Chris and I get in here and jump in every so often and make announcements or celebrate something. And so those episodes are in there as well to equal the 52 episodes.
So if I do my math right, and I'm using my hands and my fingers, I'm barefooted right now, but so 52,
honey, you only need your hands. You don't need your toes.
Oh yeah. So 52 episodes minus 43 guest episodes, that would put us at 9 that we did.
Are you sure about that?
I hope.
Well, what's 43 minus, 52 minus 9?
That's not. It's not. It's 43. 52 episodes minus 43 guest episodes is 9 left over, and that's us.
I like how he worried about his math real quick. I wish y'all could see his face. He was like, wait, what?
So a cool stat that I think we have that blends in all of what we're talking about here is the number of Airstreamers, the number of people that we interacted with and talked to and became friends with. Some we already knew. Others were new people that we've become friends with. Yes,
and that could be like solo people, couples.
Yeah,
our total guests.
The total number of people that were on the podcast this past year, along with us, was 65 people.
65.
65 other individuals besides us.
That's beautiful. I love it.
That have an Airstream in their life.
Woohoo.
Were on our podcast. That's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Where's our applaud?
Oh, I can't. Yeah. Hold on a minute. That's the
crickets.
Sorry.
Wrong. Don't do crickets.
Wrong button. Applause. Here we go. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So.
We record this, but Chris doesn't.
High production value on the Riveted with Chris and Gina.
He doesn't edit very much out, so.
No, I try not to edit.
That will make someone laugh, I hope.
Okay, so we have some deep dive stats that we'll go through quickly about the types of Airstreams that everybody owns, all the different ones, right? So you're going to do that?
Well, we have briefly talked about this on another episode about what people thought the most purchased Airstream was, right? So out of all the guests that we've had today, the one that hits the top of the list is the Flying Cloud.
Yeah, that's what we have. Yep.
Yes. Way to go, Chris.
Yeah, well,
you're very observant there.
More guests own Flying Clouds
correct.
Than any others of the
to my count, am I supposed to give the counts here?
Yeah.
Okay. To my count, there were 10 guests with Flying Clouds.
Yeah.
Now, that's different types of Flying Clouds. They weren't all the same, of course. There was, some with a hatch, office, bunk, or whatever.
Different links, all that kind of stuff.
Still, the Flying Cloud ranked high there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next was international. 8 international Airstream owners were guests.
Yes. Now there's some differences in the international as well.
Yes.
Also, we had those with the hatch and the CCD, which some people didn't even know what that model was. Yep. So, but what's the other very special one?
We had a guest on that owned the gold trailer that Wally Baum owned.
Yes.
It was an international.
Yes.
And, that was just amazing to be able to know that we had Pee Wee on that owned that trailer for 7 or 8 years, and that was a conversation piece on our podcast. Awesome stuff.
And where is it now, Chris? It's in the
Heritage Center.
Yes, so anyone and everyone can go to the Airstream Heritage Center and see it.
Yep.
Yes. We also had 2 safaris. We had a base camp. We had 4 Globetrotters. We had 2 caravels.
Yep, we did. We had a older one and a new one, right?
Newer. They're both older. One was a unicorn.
One's a unicorn caravel.
Yes, that kind of gives it away too.
Yep.
But we had what's next?
Trade winds. We had 2 trade winds, and that's a new model that Airstream has. So we had somebody that had a new trade wind. We also had a very special vintage trade winds talked about this year, which is awesome.
Very special one.
Yep. We had a pottery barn, 5 classics, 2 land yacht motorhomes.
Yes, those are the great big ones. If you don't know what those are.
And then I forgot what multi meant, Gina. What's that mean?
Well, we had one individual that we couldn't decide what he actually had because he has so many.
Oh, yeah.
So we just put multiple. I mean, like, you know, when you own a dozen or more Airstreams, what do you pick that you're actually going to talk about, right?
He changes the stats when you add him into the mix because he has so many. Yeah, that's true. Yes. So I understand why you put multi there.
Yes, and I can give a hint that most of them are vintage Airstreams. But, that was really cool. But even with that said, we got into detail on a lot of our guests didn't have just one Airstream in their life. They have had multiple Airstreams.
Yep.
So even though we have these statistics here, we still talked about Bambis and Argosies and like the Tommy Bahamas and the Eddie Bauer. And like you mentioned earlier, the Caravel, which was the unicorn.
We did, yep. And we talked about the Airstream funeral coach. We talked about Frank Lloyd Wright's new trailer. Or the new Frank Lloyd Wright trailer. We talked about a lot of different stuff with guests, and it's just fun and lots of interesting, details about all these cool models. A lot of people have had multiple trailers, multiple vintage trailers. It was really, really fun to hear the all the different ones talked about. So
I want to say one more thing here, interject. We even talked about back in May, I'm giving hints here. We even talked about what did everyone go crazy for in May. Everybody took off to the movie theaters and they had to get these special popcorn buckets. And it was like this phenomenal all of a sudden that just hit social media like crazy because of why? Airstream. And because of the movie, The Accountant that Ben Affleck was in with the Pan American. So we even talked about that, know, so
good stuff.
We try to keep everybody up on culture and the news and current events. I mean, right?
Absolutely.
We tried that. Yeah.
Only the best here at the Riveted with Chris and Gina. Okay. So now we're going to pivot into a quick rapid fire recap of our episodes from this past year. Just hit the high points. And the reason we're doing this is because every single person's episode and story is special and important, and we didn't want to leave anybody out.
We do not.
And so we had some really amazing conversations with everybody. And
every single guest that we had on brought something to the table, and I loved it.
And like when you look at our podcast on Apple or Spotify or any of the platforms, and you scroll through the episodes, we use the same image for every episode. So now that we're up into the count of episodes we have, and you're scrolling, sometimes, you just don't know which episode is which. And we have these cool, unique titles for the episodes, which we think is fun. But we just want to make sure, especially anybody that has not listened to the whole catalog of episodes, you kind of get a little sneak peek into what we've presented this past year, what we've created. And we hope that you enjoy all the episodes at your convenience. Okay, so right out of the gate, the first 2 episodes were Gina and I just sharing our story, introducing ourselves properly to all the listeners. And then episode 3 was our first guest episode. And the reason we selected the first guest we had were because they were some of the first smiling faces that we ever met at an Airstream rally.
Yes.
Bruce and Marcia Thompson, they're
wonderful people.
Part of the Carolinas Airstream Club, and he's been a past president of the club. They volunteered in a big way. And so we naturally thought of them as being our very first guest. super passionate, committed Airstreamers, wonderful people.
And they actually do the ham radio while they're on the road and at home, but they're really big into that.
Veteran ham radio folks.
Yes.
Yep.
And then episode 4, which was Tab and Ruth Adams, they gave us some really life lessons and some amazing stories about customizing their classic.
Tab is a very well-versed Airstream technician. He knows his trailer inside and out.
He knows his stuff.
He does all of his mechanic work, and he went through some health struggles, and it made him realize real quick that life's short, and he knew he needed to add an Airstream to his life. So,
but he did talk about some mayflies in there, so people might ought to go listen to that one because that one's pretty good.
That's true. Episode 5, most people know him and love him. Brad and Blair Driver from 13 Adventures on YouTube. Brad and Blair are awesome people. They were one of our first guests, which is great. And if you don't know them, check out their YouTube. He puts out amazing technical share information about Airstreaming.
But there's some personal notes about that too, that they are she is a marathon runner.
Yes, and he, in his military career, was one of the guys that would stand at the bottom of the steps at Marine One for the president.
And he'd say, "Don't mess with me."
So awesome episode from Brad and Blair.
We love you guys.
Yeah. All right, Jenny, you can do number 6.
Oh, my boyfriend. It's my boyfriend. Okay, so number 6 is Brian Hill, and he is my boyfriend. No, really, we met Brian while we were camping in the Tetons. It's a great story. Go listen to it. We actually ended up traveling with each other for a couple months. We went and did the Beartooth Highway together and did a video on that. And it was really cool because we drove behind Brian, so we got to video him driving so you could see what it looked like to have an Airstream driving on the Bluetooth.
Beautiful footage.
He does photography and just really amazing.
Super cool guy.
He's super nice. Yes.
Episode 7 was the one and only Mr. James Shaw.
This is why we have Airstream listed in our stats.
He is such a cool guy. He's very Airstream famous. He's so cool, young gentleman, huge Airstream life ahead of him. He's current president of the Vintage Airstream Club. Awesome man, and so happy to have had him on.
Yes, he's amazing.
And, very cool. And then
number 9, because, we had to skip 8.
Yeah, 8 was us.
8 was us. So number 9 is Mr. John Leake. Now, he's got some royalty attachments with his story.
He's such a cool guy, one of a kind man.
Yes.
He, for many years, he's hosted one of the most awesome Airstream rallies in the country called Illumalana in North Carolina in the fall, which is beautiful.
Unfortunately, that hasn't happened in the past couple years because of the Hurricane Helena. But he also has the longest Airstream, does he not? Yeah,
he's got a 34-foot Airstream classic, and that thing goes on forever.
Yes, it does.
But it's awesome, and his cool, unique story that you need to hear him tell is that he and his son own a beautiful hand wood crafted furniture manufacturing facility, and he also makes small, intricate, decorative wooden boxes, and he made one for the Queen of England.
The Queen.
Yes.
The Queen. Yes.
So
you got to listen to that episode too. I mean, you can't miss any of these, but yes.
Episode 10, Bruce and Amy Melville, awesome couple from Georgia, and they immediately set out on an epic trip to Alaska, and he's a career military guy, and just lots of customizations to their Globetrotter. They're a super fun couple.
And they share a lot about their travels, which is great because that can help other people in making decisions what they might want to do, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Episode 11 was our good buddy Robert McMillan with Camping Tools. He's not an Airstreamer, but he created an awesome mobile app called camping.tools that is a mobile, journal.
Yeah, it's just a way to keep up with your
planner.
travels. You can
Yep.
mark your destinations and make notes about it. It's a really cool app.
Brand new within the past couple
Mm-hmm.
years. He's doing some good stuff for the RV industry with his mobile app. So
And then number
good guy.
12 was us again.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what that one was or off the top of my head, but
I think it was Halloween.
ooh.
Yeah, I think so.
The Bewitching Hour. Really?
Episode 13 was Jason Grindal. He and his wife are from California, and she was not able to be on the episode, but he's one of our first examples of a listener of the podcast that reached out and said, "Hey man, I'd love to be on as a guest."
Mm-hmm.
And
he shared some great stories about their family and raising their kids in Airstreams.
Yeah, multiple vintage Airstreams the kids were raised in, which is
and one of
awesome
the cool little things about that episode is orange shag carpet.
Lots of orange shag carpet in their rigs.
Lots. Yeah,
Yep.
you'll have to go listen to that one too.
Episode 14 was Mr. Ray Combs.
Woohoo, Ray.
He's the caravan man.
He is. Everybody knows what an Airstream caravan is,
Yeah,
right? Well, Ray is the man.
He's the Airstream Club chairman for the National Caravan Program, and he knows his stuff about
He does.
caravans.
And what's cool about that one, Chris, is that we were actually at a rally with Ray and got him in here in our podcast studio, sitting on our couch whenever we...
I think he was our first in-person guest.
Was he?
I believe so.
I think so.
Yep.
I think you're right.
I think he
yeah.
was.
So that's hey, that's pretty special. I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah. Yeah, he came in all dressed up. I remember that.
He was.
Yeah.
He's a Southern gentleman,
He
Ray
is super, super nice. Now, number 15 is so special. And Chris, tell us why.
He's got the coolest hair in Airstream. I'm telling you, man. Dandy Jarrett has got the coolest hairdo of any Airstreamer I've ever met. Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I'd love to have his hair.
He's been in the music industry his whole life. He used to work for Gibson Guitar. He's very big in philanthropy. He's the current president of the WBCCI Foundation. He is an awesome guy.
Yeah. I think all of our guests are awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. And at a rally, we met a couple, Chad and Laura Watson, their episode number 16. And come to find out where Chris and I purchased our Airstream in 2017. He now works at that location. It's under a different name now and different ownership. But he is like the top salesman or number 2 in the Airstream industry, right? Across the board?
The last time I spoke to him about a month ago, he was the number 1 salesperson for Airstream in the country.
In number 1?
Yep, he was 1 or 2 units ahead of Patrick Botticelli. They were going back and forth.
Wow.
Chad is super nice, genuine, honest salesman. His YouTube channel is Chad's RV Reviews. He's a
All right, say that slower.
Chad's RV Reviews.
There you go.
On YouTube. And
yes. And it's in our episode descriptions too.
Yep. Chad and Laura are awesome. So
all of these are. Anybody that we're talking to like that, we always put all that in our episode description. But yeah, super, super cool couple. And they got to sit in our podcast studio as well.
They were here. Yep.
Yes.
Episode 17 is Edwin and Gisele Soto. They are a couple that reached out and said they wanted to be guests. And what's unique about them is they lived in urban Center City, New York, and said, we're done with this.
Well, and
they said, let's get an Airstream and live some life.
Actually, they had the white picket fence.
They did get a white picket fence for a little bit, and then that made it even worse. And so they're like, nope, we're done. And so they bought an Airstream, hit the road full time. They work full time from the road. Super cool couple.
Their family thought they were crazy, but now they understand. They're like, this is way cool.
Lots of cool stories from them.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And the next episode is 18. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on tight. Now we're going to switch this up just a little bit. Episode 18 is Bjorn and Nicole Casper. Now, when Bjorn and Nicole came on and we talked to them about, they came into our podcast studio, and we talked to them about their Airstream. Chris, they have the largest Airstream, correct? It's the motorhome land yacht.
They have a big one. Yep.
Yes. And tell us about that, because it's named like Size Matters,
well,
right?
they were excited about getting it. They got a great deal on it. They had a lot of mechanical issues, but it's a big, huge Airstream rolling down the road. And when they get all their toys and so forth attached to it, it's a big rig. But they super passionate Airstreamers. And then the cool thing about Bjorn is he's a big bourbon enthusiast, and Bjorn just launched his own YouTube channel called Belmont Bjorn's Bourbon Banter. So check that out on YouTube.
That's 4 B's.
Yep, he's a super fun guy, and they're a wonderful Airstreamer couple.
Yes, check that out. You'll love them, and you'll love their episode. They'll make you laugh. They'll make you,
oh yeah,
you know, but they'll make you laugh. It's great.
But their best buddies are our next episode.
Nope.
Oh, episode 20 was us. Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then 20.
No, 19 is Keith and Valerie Cook.
That's right. I skipped it.
Yes, you did. That's okay. Keith and Valerie.
Oh, we went from like a big one to a little one,
we
back to
did.
a big one.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
you just go ahead.
No,
You've
no.
already ruined it. for me.
No.
I wanted to talk about the size, but you go ahead, baby. It's all about you.
No.
Nope. Go ahead.
Keith and Valerie Cook have a 16-foot base camp. They were our first base camp guests, and wonderful couple. What's unique about them is that they had that base camp in a movie.
A movie.
Yeah, which is really neat. Yeah.
And actually, he wouldn't tell us about the movie then.
It was all secret under wraps.
And it should be released pretty soon. So hopefully we'll be able to announce that whenever we find out what it is.
We'll give it a try.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Now you can go.
I'm sorry. I jumped ahead, Gina. I was excited.
That's okay. We're skipping 20 because that was us.
Yes.
21.
21 was Bjorn and Nicole's best buddies, Ricky and Joan Wilcox. They are wonderful people from North Carolina. Ricky was a past president of the club, and they have the longest and heaviest Airstream that we believe that everyone believes is in existence. They have one of the land yacht motorhome Airstreams, and then he has a little over a 30-foot enclosed box trailer that he tows behind
their box trailer is as long as our trailer.
Yeah, he's about 70 feet long total in length, and I think 40 some odd thousand pounds. I don't know. It's humongous rolling down the road, but he is one of the most passionate, loyal Airstream owners and super
They're
good
a lot
people.
of fun.
Yeah.
And
they like to have fun.
They do. And they sit here on our couch just as sweet as they could, and they held hands the whole time.
They did.
Wasn't that sweet?
That was wonderful.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Awesome.
All right. Episode 22, Les and Cheryl Buford. And they literally just wanted to live in a van down by the river. They didn't want a big fifth wheel. They didn't want anything fancy. They didn't want to travel the world doing epic things, because epic to them was just being by a river, relaxing, enjoying each other. And they did this with their, I think they have a 30-foot classic, and they did that with their classic. And that's super, super cool. They've got a great story. Go check it out too.
Yeah, she's fun to listen to too. She's got one of those great South Carolina accents. Boy, I'm telling you, she
will make you laugh.
Ball of fire.
They're awesome.
Episode 23 was very special. We had Oliver and Sarah Burning on as guests, and they come from a family that's very well connected to Airstream. Their grandparents, great-grandparents owned the dealership that the very first Airstream trailer built in the Ohio factory was sold out of.
Whoa, the very first one.
Yes, and lots of other Airstream history in their family, and just amazing couple. But what was also unique about them was
that they were our first international guest.
Yes.
Because they actually joined us for recording on this podcast from Peru.
Yeah.
Yes.
Over the top.
Yes. And at the time, I think she was pregnant, and they have 3 kids. Now they have 4. She has now had her baby. So congratulations on that, you guys.
And they're young and energetic and passionate Airstreamers, and they have very big aspirations and plans to try to recreate the Around the World Caravan one day.
Yes, and they are working on that.
They're working on that and want to make that a life goal. So keep an eye on them.
Yes.
Episode 24, Kevin and Evelyn Edwards were really cool. They both were career firefighters in the greater D.C. area.
This is
And-
the episode where she told us before we started that Chris may have to use
Oh,
his
yeah.
bleeper button
For sure.
more than
Yep.
any other time on any other episode, didn't she?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she might say things that you would,
She just has got a foul mouth. I mean, that's all it comes down to.
but she didn't.
Not bad, no. But they're fun, super fun, fairly new Airstreamers.
They're from the fire service.
And what's
Yeah,
cool
of course
about
they're
them,
fun.
they're going to use their Airstream to travel around to all of the major NHL hockey arenas to watch hockey. They're huge fans, and that's what they're going to enjoy.
Hockey,
Their Airstream.
like with a puck,
The puck and the stick and, the ice and
all
stuff.
that kind of hockey.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, great.
Yep. So that was 24.
Oh, but now number 25, we have to get all serious now. For some reason, I feel like I need to stand at attention or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So number 25, we had Mr. David Titley on, and David was in the Navy, and I don't know the exact number of
In
years.
the Navy.
Oh, let me salute.
He wasn't just in the Navy.
No, what are you doing? Is that like a YMCA?
No, there's a song about in the Navy, isn't there?
Sing it for me.
I don't know anything other than that.
All right, we have to research that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was in the Navy, and he was, I don't even know the term for it. He was the meteorologist who actually moved the ships around, or, instructed them to move around to get out of the harm's way of severe weather.
Yeah, his credentials are a mile long. We cannot list them all here, but
We couldn't on the episode either.
No way.
So.
Amazing guy. But what's unique about him now is that he created in his retirement, if you call it retirement, the amazing, fairly new but impactful website and app called RV Weather,
Yes.
rvweather.com.
Yes.
And
Which is available to all Airstreamers.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
one of the member benefits of the Airstream Club now. So check that out. Awesome guy.
He's super nice too. Yes.
Tell him about 26.
26, Miss Bev Everly. So she is actually a writer, and she wrote the Silver Star. It's called the book, The Silver Star.
Adventures of a Shiny Hiney.
You just wanted to say that.
I love saying Shiny Hiney.
Say it again.
Shiny Hiney.
Shiny Hiney.
Yep. Check that book out.
Yes, it is really cool. In her episode, she talked all about her family history of Airstreaming and
Grew
stuff.
up around Airstream.
Yes, she did. And then she started this book series. So make sure you go and check it out.
Mm-hmm. Episode 27 is the cool ladies that administer the Airstream Chef Facebook group, which is a very popular Airstream-oriented Facebook group around cooking in Airstreams, small kitchen cooking, recipe shares, the whole 9 yards.
So that's Stacy Foster and then Abigail Parker.
That's right.
Yes. Yep. You didn't mention that.
Oh, I didn't mention
you
that.
didn't. You just went right into the food. I mean, that's the way to a man's heart, right? It's right into the food, right? But anyway, they are wonderful two ladies that moderate this Facebook group. And go on there, join it, and post some pictures, share some recipes. They would love that. And, of course, you can, in return, get some from other people. That was episode 27. Oh, my. Now we're to episode 28.
Yeah, there's some crazy people right
here. Yeah. Well, Chris, you instigated almost all of this craziness.
So Tom and Joy Kutch are our guests for 28, and we've throughout the one stat we did not mention earlier in that podcast is the number of people that had twin beds in their Airstream, but we've had a good number of them. Well, Tom and Joy also have that. They got a new 28-foot international twin bed. And so as fun of a couple as they are, and we've had a lot of fun hanging out with them at rallies and stuff, I just decided that they were going to be the right ones for me to ask, how does sexy time happen in twin beds in an Airstream? And we went there. We talked about it.
We absolutely went there. And they were great sports about it.
It was a blast. Fun episode with them.
Yes. And I will just leave you with this. Rocky Road and Vanilla.
Fun couple. Another fun couple, and they are super famous in the Airstream club.
I'd like to
Airstream
bottle
community.
this couple's energy.
I'm telling you, I would too. Everybody knows them. Amazing, awesome YouTube channel called Love Subbin'. It was Rich and Cindy Collins. They were episode 29. And let's just say that that conversation went in a lot of different places. But if you want to meet some professional card-carrying veteran Airstreamers, that's Rich and Cindy.
Yes, and they really work hard on the ACI rally each year and the vendor booth. So
sure.
Shout out to them for about that, because that's hard work.
Yep,
absolutely. And then I would like to say on episode 30, we had Angie Leah from Full-Time Solo Woman on the Road. Amazing energy that this woman had. But what I liked,
she chilled me out.
Yeah. What I liked was the name of her dog.
Yeah.
And that was Ruby Squirrel Face.
Yeah. She's living her best life.
She sure is.
She's the one guest so far that has a pottery barn. It's absolutely beautiful. She tries to boondock as often as she can. She goes to some epic places.
I think she does pretty much all the time.
Yeah. She is enjoying her Airstream lifestyle in a big way.
Yes. And since we have since her episode has aired, her book that she was writing has come out.
She's written a memoir.
Yes. And so that's come out. So you can check that out.
We're going to have her back on as a guest to talk about her memoir, because she talks a lot about her Airstream journey in her new book. So
yes.
She's awesome.
That'll be wonderful.
Episode 31 is our friends Shane and Kristen Wiltanger. They are an amazing couple, veteran Airstreamers. They've owned several different ones over the years. One of the cool things about them is that they created and hosted an Airstream event rally that was held at the grounds of the Ohio State Children's, I think, penitentiary or something, or
children.
Not penitentiary.
Oh my gosh!
Children,
all right,
reformatory. I'm sorry, reformatory.
Maybe you should start that over.
And that was the site of where the Shawshank Redemption movie was filmed. And so, super amazing couple. And
but something else is super amazing about them too.
What?
And that is the fact that they.
You're right. You're exactly right. Yep.
I'm right. Y'all heard it. We got to end right now because he said I'm right.
Well, it was amazing.
That they made a point to take their child to all 50 states before he turned 15.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
That is awesome. That is amazing.
It is. That kid is, I'm sorry, I shouldn't call him a kid. He's, I think, now a young man. That's an amazing thing to experience as a kid, to hit these states.
Could you imagine?
Airstream.
Yeah. I mean, they could be my parents, you know, and take me around. I'd like that. Oh, wait, you're doing that now.
Yeah. And another cool thing that Shane and Kristen did was they helped facilitate our connection with our next guest, episode 32. We had met him in years past, but we couldn't remember how to get in touch with him. But episode 32 was a man named Dean Gillespie.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's any episode that you need to listen to first on the Riveted with Chris and Gina, that's it. He has an amazing story. We can't even scratch the surface on talking about it right now. But his trailer called Soulshine, his story of life about his passion for Airstream and what he did once he was able to get an Airstream into his life is over the top.
Let's just say that episode will make you cry. It will make you smile, and you will leave there just feeling amazing after that episode.
Over the top.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Over the top.
Yep.
Episode
33. Lloyd Williams. What a cool guy. We met him in Arizona.
He's super hip, cool guy.
I can't remember the year we met him. Do you?
2022.
He was in a van that he had built out himself. It was amazing. It was like, help me with the terminology, but like boat parts or like marine.
He built it to marine code.
And yes.
Top quality. So he had an eye for craftsmanship.
Oh,
and
my
quality.
gosh.
But he always had a life goal of wanting an Airstream.
Yes, but when we saw him out there, we thought, oh, this guy is cool as hell. But now, guess what? He has an Airstream, which is something he's always wanted. And of course, he talks about that, and he talks about how he's enjoyed himself on the road and meeting people more now in his Airstream than he did in the van life. And that is an episode you should listen to.
And he's a full-time traveler and just loving life.
And what else? He was our second international
Oh, that's right.
guest from Canada.
Yep. He was in Canada when we interviewed him.
Yes. So shout out to our Canadians.
Yep. We had episode 34, a gentleman named David Gentry. He reached out and said he would participate, and he's a cool Airstreamer. He's owned a base camp and also right now has a 27-foot flying cloud. But what's unique about him is that he takes his Airstream. He's a huge Georgia Bulldogs fan, and he takes them to all of the SEC college football games.
Yes.
And
I tried to make a joke in that one. So
has a big time.
See if y'all can catch it. If you listen to that one would be great.
Yep.
Yeah, he did 16 games in one season.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah. Episode 35 was us again.
Yes. Now, 36 is John and Jenny Snetler. And Jenny, just within the past month, is our new ACI International President.
Yes.
Yes. Congratulations, Jenny.
Yeah,
yes.
They passionate, loyal Airstream Club members. They helped facilitate getting the new headquarters opened up.
Yes.
And
I can't wait to see that when we get up there.
Have an amazing vintage Airstream and just wonderful, wonderful, nice people.
Well, they like to, do some reconstructing, or that's not what's called, renovating, because they've done a car. And then a classic car now, and then they've done the vintage Airstream. Yep. So, and that's one of the caravels that we mentioned.
Yeah, super nice people.
Yes.
Episode 37. I'm telling you, this lady is over the top, super fun.
She is so much fun.
Yeah, Miss Millie O'Donnell was episode 37. She's Airstream famous. Everybody knows her. Been on the executive council in the past, and she has that unicorn caravel.
But what's my favorite is that we talk about the funeral coach in there, and I'm joking around about the funeral coach with her. And her father, when he passed away, actually, they pulled a Airstream funeral coach up to the house to take him away.
Yep.
And I was just joking about it. But now, whenever you go to the Heritage Center and you see that funeral coach up there and you see the skeleton sitting on the side, the skeleton's name is Frank. Everybody knows him as Frank after our episode.
That is right.
Yes, because that was her father's name. And she loved it. She has a lot of positive, good energy. I think she was a comedian in a past life. So make sure you listen to that episode as well.
Yep. Episode 38 is Michael and Alyssa McFarland, super cool couple. They go by Adventures with Rampage because they travel with a couple crazy cats, but they're full-time RVers and a whole lot of fun. They've got a 30-foot flying cloud office, which I think might have been the first office we had.
I think it was.
Yep.
Yes.
Super cool.
Yes. They're a lot of fun, but I have to worry about their cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's but they're that was a fun episode. They
really
do talk a lot about the proper way to travel with cats in an Airstream.
Yes, and if you have cats and you want to learn a little bit more about that, make sure you check them out because they've got some good advice in there.
Yeah, episode 39 was Roger and Robin Holland, which is they're from the Carolinas Airstream Club. He's getting ready to become the president of that club this upcoming year. And what's neat about them is that they facilitated an awesome urban rally in the past 4 to 5 years called Shining in Shelby.
That's their introduction to their Airstreaming club life was starting that rally.
The first Airstream rally they attended was the one that they created and hosted. So very cool couple.
And we did have their daughter. They were in here on our couch in our podcast studio, and their daughter joined us that night because she now owns their original Bambi.
Yep. And they upgraded to one of the new
Trade winds. Yes.
New
yes.
ones.
So check that out.
Super cool couple.
And then episode 40, Reggie and Pam Johnson. Oh my gosh, they're so much fun. And they have the coolest looking dog, Pirate.
Yeah.
Yes. He is so cool.
Yeah, they got a 30-foot Globetrotter, super fun couple. The thing that's unique about her is her grandmother was an Airstreamer in her young life, and she went on the Mexican Caravan.
And she has some journals from her grandmother and stuff that's really, really cool to look at.
Awesome story.
Yes.
Episode 41 was us. Yep. And then episode 42 was a nice couple, John and Jan Pilling from Wisconsin. They are fairly new Airstreamers. They had some bad luck with a few other brands of small motorhomes. And when they settled in on an Airstream, they knew third time was the charm.
That's right.
Yep.
And that's what our episode name is for them, I think.
It is. Super cool couple. It's great listening to their story to know that whenever you do discover Airstream, you realize that you found your home. So
that's right.
That's what they do.
I like that. You found your home.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
Now, episode 43 was a special episode as well, and that was with Mr. Antsy McLean.
The one and only.
Yes.
Yep. He's awesome musician, singer-songwriter from Nashville area. Big fan of the Airstream community, and the community loves him too.
Yes. And what's the name of his band, Chris?
The Antsy McLean and the Trailer Park Troubadours.
Woohoo! Yes.
Yeah. So if anybody has ever laid eyes on the Airstreamer guitar, which is made by Epiphone and has been around a little over 20 years now, Antsy and his band are one of the reasons why that guitar is in existence. So Antsy is
it's a great episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We were super excited to have him on the pod.
Yes. You know what's so funny, and we keep saying this, it's special and it's great and it's wonderful. All of them are.
They are.
They all are.
They all are.
And number 44 is Kevin and Deborah Rogers. And they have the CCD, the International CCD Airstream, which is a really, really cool Airstream. But they started their Airstreaming life, and they have a YouTube channel that they call Our Second Life. And the reason being is because once they got married, became a couple, got married, and bought their Airstream, their life has changed so much. Yeah. And one way it's changed is they are the owners of the No Locks brand. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, No Lock Solutions, which was popular in the Airstream community for many years. A gentleman named Phil that became known as the door guy. He fixed all the Airstream door issues, and he and Kevin became good buddies, and Kevin bought Phil's business, and Phil is now off enjoying retirement, and Kevin and Deborah run that business. They've taken it to the next level. If you've got a Airstream door that's hard to close, if it's making noise, if you got to slam it, don't be a slammer and call Kevin and Deborah. They will take good care of you. They also have lots of other cool accessories to help with your Airstream, little nuances and so forth. And Kevin and Deborah are loving the Airstream life. Great folks and passionate supporters of the Airstream community. So,
okay, wait, I got to interject here. Is that like a slogan that they have, or did you just make that shit up right now?
What?
Don't be a slammer.
No, they've said that before.
Oh, they have?
Yeah,
okay.
they said that. Yeah, that's not just me.
All right. That's a way to go, Kevin and Deborah.
I would like to take credit for it, but it's not me.
Wow. Yeah. I was like, whoa, look at you, Chris. You go.
Episode 45 is a one-of-a-kind lady, too.
Oh, she's so much fun. Malia Jacob, shout out to Malia and her rig she calls Gypsy Pearl. Her episode talks about how she came up with the name for her rig. She talks about her service dog and how she had an accident, and the power of the Airstream community stepped up and helped her out during all that. It's a powerful, very intimate conversation with her. So go check that out. Good she stuff. Is amazing. Yep. Yes.
Episode 46 was Mr. Bill Beeland.
Bill Beeland.
You
just love saying that, don't you?
Yeah. He's a great guy from up in Michigan. He's owned an Airstream now for several years, but travels solo. And
he's also a hairstylist, and I can't wait to have my hair done.
He is. But what his message was how your life can change when you add an Airstream to it.
Yes.
And so much more friendships, community, experiences come to it. And he's a great testament to that. So that was a wonderful episode.
And he's so nice.
Super nice.
Super nice. And he is a single parent, raised his son on his own, and his son's off at college. And it's just a great, great story. So please check that out.
Yeah.
And episode 47 is Emily and Nick Freierman from Cajun Mile.
Yep.
They are YouTubers as well.
Yep. And they've got their name's really cool, Cajun Mile.
Cajun Mile.
And it didn't even have anything to do with their RV lifestyle. It was before they became Airstreamers. But
shh, don't share it. They have to go listen to it.
They had a wonderful conversation. They've had lots of experiences on the road as full timers,
but one thing in their episode that they talk about is some broken windows. So it's a great episode to go listen to.
Yeah, and what happens when that takes place. And
yes, and how to repair that. Yeah, they're awesome.
Episode 48 was us.
Oh, and then 49.
Very impactful episode.
This is an episode that was a year in the making.
It was
actually several years in the making.
Yeah, it was the very first episode we ever recorded with a guest, but it took me almost a year to get it put out because this gentleman is currently 98 years old. He owned an Airstream for almost 40 years. He was a veteran of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. We would have never
2 branches of the service.
Yep, we would have never met him if it wasn't for us owning an Airstream and he owning an Airstream.
Yes.
Just that brand connection caused us to meet in the middle of the Nevada desert.
Yes, literally, he's driving down the road and he sees our Airstream and pulls in to talk to us. So it's fantastic.
And we would have never met this unique, special gentleman if it wasn't for that. But when we did meet him, we discovered that we both had the same last name. His name is Mr. David Fox. He's a wonderful gentleman, and his episode is not only about Airstream, but it's about military, love of country, and just how a gentleman of that age lives such a big life. So amazing.
Wonderful story. Yes.
Yep. And
then this is kind of special because this is not just one episode, Chris. This was 2 episodes.
Our first 2-part episode.
Yes. Yeah, our first. So we might have more in the future.
Sure.
Yeah. Why not? So, no, Chris, I think that we spent hours talking with this gentleman, and we could have done it hours longer, I think. Like, he is so full of knowledge, and he has so many stories to tell, and he is the closest living person to Wally Byam.
That's right. He's a cousin, first remove of Wally Byam. His name's Dale Schwamborn.
Pee-wee is what most people know him by.
Yep. And we had the honor and privilege to have him on our podcast for episode 50 and 51.
Yes.
And we did that special. We recorded with him many weeks ago, but we held that one special just to honor our 50th episode, which we considered to be a milestone. And his stories, his life experience around Airstream, and just his mother, Helen, helped form the Airstream Club. He's just got so much Airstream knowledge inside of him. We were so excited and honored to have him share some of that on our podcast.
Well, it's not just the knowledge that he has within his, his head, but he had a lot of artifacts. And he was generous enough to share them with the Airstream community. And you can see a lot of them in the Heritage Center and then also in Oregon. But listen to the episode and you'll hear all the stories and all about and some kind of intimate things that he's not shared before. So make sure you go on and listen to those 2 episodes.
Episode 51 for sure. He shares some things that I believe that he'd probably never shared before in any of his talks or presentations. So great stuff.
Yes.
And then episode 52 is the one you're listening to right now.
Today.
And ding, ding, ding. We did it. We recapped it.
Yes.
We recapped the first year of the Riveted with Chris and Gina.
Yes.
And we hope that...
And listener, if you've missed anything, we hope you go back and listen.
Please do.
They are amazing stories.
It is wonderful stuff. And so what's going to happen in year 2, Gina? What are we going to do in the future? What's our plans for the
plans?
What do we do? What's going to happen in the future?
I heard the word plan.
Yeah.
We don't make plans. Who knows what's going to happen? Every day is a mystery with us.
Well,
I do know that first, coming up, the Airstream International Rally is going to start next week.
We are going to that. So if you're listening to this episode
we will be there
live and current, then you'll know that that rally's coming up in York, Pennsylvania. So we will go there. After that rally, we're going to Palooza in Jackson Center. We're doing that.
Yes. Now, at both of those rallies, Chris, we're going to be recording, right? We're going to have our podcast studio open for recording.
Yes, we are, and hopefully we'll capture some more amazing episodes. And
yes, but while we're at International and at Palooza, we are recording, like we said, and we have some open time slots still available. So reach out to us, and let's get you in here to the podcast studio, and let's hear your story. You have an amazing story to tell, too, I'm sure.
Yep. One thing we are going to blend in the future, too, are some what Gina and I call lifestyle episodes.
I like that.
Yeah,
lifestyle.
We're gonna bring on some Airstream specific vendors that offer unique things to the Airstream community.
That'll be a lot of fun.
We had a fun experience at a Harvest Host recently that gave us the idea that we're gonna meet some Harvest Host hosts that have really awesome, cool locations and bring them on as guests so that people know about that.
Well, it's not just the locations, but it's what they offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's part of the lifestyle thing. So we think as Airstreamers that you would enjoy what they have as the host or whatever has to offer at their facility. So we want to make sure that we share that with you.
And we will. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
Hold on tight, everybody.
It is on my mind.
It's coming.
It is on my mind. We will do it. We're gonna do it.
We're doing it. Just say we're doing it.
We will start as soon as we can, blending in a few episodes that are video-based podcasts. We're going to record ourselves inside the Airstream.
Yay.
We'll add in a video component as soon as we can to some episodes. Probably not all episodes, but
but our listener has asked for it and asked for it and asked for it. So
they have.
We are going to do it.
Yeah, so we will. And then what's the other special thing?
Well, like we were just talking about with Pee-wee, we are going to have some more episodes with Pee-wee throughout the year, and those are going to be very, very interesting to listen to.
I believe he's enjoyed our episode 50 and 51. He realizes that there's some things he wants to share with the Airstream world, and he has graciously offered to be a regular contributor to our podcast. So we're going to do more and more of that.
Yes. We've got to document all of that. Yeah. And then we have newsflash. Our Patreon members found out about this ahead of time, but we now have podcast merch offered in our store on our website, and that's therivetedfox.com.
Gina made a very cool image official podcast sticker. We put it out on Patreon, and it's hitting our socials now, but it's a really fun, colorful, attention-getting sticker.
I hope it is.
And we've taken that sticker and transitioned it on to a couple different choices of T-shirts and T-shirt colors and so forth. And so if you want to wear some podcast pride and show off the Riveted with Chris and Gina,
we would appreciate
sticker
that.
or T-shirt form, we have that merch available now.
Yes.
And then our Patreon members that support us at different tiers, some of those are going to get that merch for free. So be on the lookout for that. And but the merch is there. It's only taken us a freaking year.
Well, it was more important to talk to our guests, baby. Yeah. And it was important to get their stories.
That's right.
And it takes time. I'm slow. I can't help it. I'm slow.
It's out there, and we hope you love it and check it out. It's an awesome, cool sticker. And
we also have some more magic coming. We have some epic guest stories coming.
We do. We got a lot more of those coming, and then keep them coming.
We ask you to. It keeps getting better.
It does, but the invitation is always out there, listener. If you want to be a guest on the Riveted with Chris and Gina, please reach out to us. All are welcome. Everybody has an amazing story. Send us some questions, some referrals.
Yes, we love it. Yes,
we'd like to interact with you either through the podcast or through the socials. But just know that all are welcome to be a guest on a future episode of the Riveted with Chris and Gina.
Yeah, we're actually on the lookout to see who the listener is, right, Chris? So if they contact us and tell us things, then we're going to find out who that listener is.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yes, and we're looking for the listener.
We want to know who the listener is.
Yes.
Yeah.
But hey, as we're wrapping things up today, Chris and I really and truly want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of our heart. We are so honored that you listened to our episode. We are honored that you are guest on our episode, that you have short stories, Airstream stories, let's say that, to share and how it's impacted your life, having an Airstream in it.
Yep.
And we appreciate that.
Yes, and we want to give a special shout out and thank you to our current Patreon supporters in our community. We've got some of our newer ones, Deborah Rogers, Christian Wiltinger, Keith Cook, William Robinson, and then also thanks Dana and John Pratt, Pat, George and Jill Keith, Zan Krall, Tab and Ruth Adams, Barbara Diaco, Carl and Loren Douglas. Thank you all so much for being a bigger supporter of us on Patreon. And then for all those others that are on Patreon that want to remain anonymous, we respect that, but we want to give you guys a big shout out and thank you for the support as well. So
yes, thank you so much.
We couldn't do it without you.
We couldn't. And this next year coming up is going to be over the top amazing.
Yeah. It is, boy. I'm telling you, we are having a big time. And we hope that you are.
Yeah.
And
that's all I got was, yeah.
Well, I was trying to do a big crescendo buildup.
Oh, is that what it was?
If you think year one was fun, just wait for year two of the Riveted with Chris and Gina. We're having a lot of fun. We're enjoying this. We hope you are too. And it's an awesome addition to your road travel days, to your travel days. Listen to us driving down the road. Listen to us in your ear anytime, and just enjoy the message of how adding an Airstream to your life changes it, makes it more impactful, awesome experiences.
And it brings a community together. And I love that.
It sure does. Mm-hmm. So we will wrap up our 1 year anniversary, episode 52, by saying what, Gina?
We'll see you down the road. That was so much fun.
It was.
I loved it.
It's a blast.
I loved it. I love our listeners and our guests.